what I tend to like to do also is run along that top edge. Like so. And that just feathers that in nicely. The idea is not to leave any ridges, no lines, and to feather out your last roller run. Now, you don't want to roll it on too thick, that's only the first coat. But you don't want any lines, and you want that to dry pretty fast without any wet patches in it, because generally you cut it in once, you do the roll, well I like to do it that way anyway, and then I like to cut in again, which is a final cut in along the top and along the bottoms, up all the frames, and then do the final. And with the final, when you roll across, I back roll across my work again, each panel that I do, just so that it gets a real smooth and even finish. And that's about that for rolling. Ceilings are a little bit different. Right, so when I'm coming into corners, I would normally run a roller down the corner and roll out to my previous work. So if I was coming from left to right and I was coming into a corner, instead of rolling into the corner, I'll roll out from the corner and join it up. When you're doing stuff like this under the ledge, I normally run my roller along that 50mm cut in along the top first. I run it sideways and just get something to work to, and then I'll work up towards that, over it and back, over it and back, till I've rolled that right out. So as I mentioned, that's a 130mm roller. Now that's about a 9mm nap on it. 9 or 10 is about what you want to get a smooth finish, although I have done walls, rougher walls with generally when I do the tongue and groove in an old Queenslander, I would use a sheepskin roller with a long nap on it, and that way I can get into the cracks. But these ones here leave a good smooth one. You want to clean them out properly and give them a good spin and dry them up, put them back into their plastic containers. I like to get the ones in a plastic container because then they last longer. You can get these cheap throwaway jobbies, they do a job, and I've used those before. As I said, a lot of the stuff you get nowadays as a painter as throwaway. Most expensive bit of gear you tend to have is your sprayer unit and all that, so rollers and brushes, up to you. I'm doing under that ledge, I've run my roller along and then I'll be rolling up and over that, right along under the ledge. Some people roll sideways under those. I tend to like to keep my lines running up and down all the way through. Okay, that's the first rock and roll done. Walls have been over once, been cut in once. Now the top and the edges are all dry because I did those before, so I can go over those again, cut those tops in, cut all the edges in again, and then by the time I do that, give or take a minute or two, that wall should be ready to re-roll, which will be the final roll that I'll do on it.